El Centro, California. It's 7:28. Let's check in with the NFL Network now.
I'm Brad Heller with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. Russell Wilson, expected to be the Giants' starting quarterback in 2025, says he relishes the chance to bring Big Blue back to glory. On the 7 p.m. in Brooklyn podcast with Carmelo Anthony, Wilson said he doesn't mind the bright lights of New York. He embraces them. Meanwhile, the Giants traded back in the first round to take quarterback Jackson Dart, 25th overall. He signed his 4-year rookie deal, which includes nearly $17 million fully guaranteed. Elsewhere, Packers running back Josh Jacobs is coming off a 1,300-yard, 15-touchdown season in his first year in Green Bay, but the 3-time Pro Bowler still isn't satisfied, recently saying, quote, "I feel like I still left a lot on the table. For me, it's just trying to come in and chase that number 1 spot and raise a Super Bowl trophy." This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Are you over 50? Would you like to get up to 33% more income in retirement? Then call now for this free book, Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers, from a leading financial firm on maximizing your income in retirement. That's right, free. This free book reveals little-known truths about annuities in simple-to-understand terms that will help you make the right choices before buying an annuity. And it's free. As a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report summarizing the rates and benefits from financially strong insurers. Call 800-715-9880. That's right, Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers and Annuity Rate Report, both absolutely free for calling today. Call 800-715-9880. That's 800-715-9880. Sponsored by Annuity General. Producers have the appropriate licenses for the products they offer. Increased income is possible using strategies suited to your goals and may require buying multiple annuities and holding them full term.
Well, happy Monday to you. It is the second day of June, 2025. June just kind of snuck right up on me. Yeah, so did Monday. Yeah, certainly hope you had a good weekend. Lots of things going on this past weekend, and, well, a chance for you to get out, maybe enjoy some ice cream, and possibly even get wet with the rain on Maine Friday night. The rain actually hit yesterday morning as well. I wouldn't really call it rain. A few spots, sprinkles. Yeah, not even a shower. But, hey, for us in the Valley, that is always something special. A little bit different, out of the ordinary. Well, let's see. Look back in history. Yesterday, June 1st, in 1792, Kentucky became the 15th state of the Union. 1 year later, in 1796, Tennessee became the 16th state. Ah, yes, both states proudly producing a constant supply of bourbon whiskey and rednecks since the late 1700s. Yeah, I'm not really into whiskey, but I have friends and family that have done the bourbon tours through Kentucky. And, okay, yeah, that sounds like fun. I would be the designated driver. And let's see, what else is happening? Facebook, the company Meta behind Facebook, is working to develop a high-tech helmet that uses both augmented reality to help soldiers see battlefield information. Yeah, well, particularly if they want to see the enemy's birthday details, life moments, and travel photos, it'll pop right up there on your helmet. Oh, boy. Anyway, good morning, Jared.
Good morning, Carol.
Dodging raindrops yesterday?
They just made it to my car. Just,
yes.
Yeah, some spots, of course.
Yeah. Oh, well, your car needed a good wash job anyway.
Well, I just washed it. It's like when I do wash it, of course it's going to rain a couple days later, you know.
Well, that's why it rains. You washed your car.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We've got birthdays to celebrate today. We already celebrated Pat Boone. He was 91 yesterday. Pat Boone, he of the White Bucks. And today's birthdays, actor Stacy Keach is 84. Actor, director Charles Hayde, 82. Singer Chubby Tavares of Tavares, 81. Beaver Cleaver, actor Jerry Mathers, 77. Actor Joanna Gleason, 75. Actor Dennis Haysbert, 71. He of the insurance commercials, and he was in Major League. And do you remember him in Major League?
Who?
Dennis Haysbert.
No.
He was the Cuban slugger that couldn't hit a curveball.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
With hats with bats. Anyway, comedian Dana Carvey, 70. Actor Gary Grimes is 70. Bass player Michael Steele of the Bangles, 70. Singer Tony Hadley of Spandau Ballet, 65. Actor Liam Cunningham, 64. Actor Navid Negaban, 24. Actor Paula Kale, 55. Actor Anthony Montgomery, 54. Comedian, actor Wayne Brady, 53. Actor Wentworth Miller, 53. Actor Zachary Quinto, 48. Actor Dominic Cooper, 47. Actor Nikki Cox, 47. Justin Long, 47. Actor Dean Richmond, 47. Actor Morena Bassarin is 46. Actor Aquafina is 37. Actor Brittany Curran is 35. Local birthdays coming up.
This is Sarah Griffin with the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Food has the power to fuel communities, especially for those struggling to find their next meal. As the main distribution center of donated food in Imperial County, we store, rescue, and purchase food in bulk to serve 25,000 people each month at over 30 locations. Join the fight against hunger and food insecurity in the Imperial Valley by donating online today at www.ivfoodbank.org.
We have happy birthday wishes for Austin Mendoza, R.J. Gunn, Patricia Wirt, Jordan Selking, Jerry Irving, Ruben Herrera, Hazel Herrick, Karen Hines, Elsa Valenzuela, Socorro Martinez, Carlitos Espinoza, Elsa Ariano, Glenda Holdridge, Heather Velasco, John Rivera, Lupia Sala, Maggie Mendoza, Margot Alcantar, Rachel Dunny, Ricardo Garcia, Roland Frias, Sergio Mesa, Toby Salgado, and Ariana Kearns. And happy anniversary, Sonny and Susan Rasmussen. Okie dokie. So, did you get wet Friday night, or did you have ice cream?
Me and ice cream don't mix too well, but I heard it was a good time.
Yes.
Really good time out there. I went by and it looked like everyone was having fun. Get a little rain on Maine. Never hurts.
Never hurts. Always fun. Yeah, well. And this week, not a whole lot going on except graduation time.
All right.
Yes. We'll talk about that coming up, but right now, we've got a look at world and California news headlines, all brought to you by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District. They deliver real-time updates about the air that we breathe.
CBS News Brief. An Egyptian national accused of throwing Molotov cocktails at marchers remembering Israeli hostages in Colorado has a court appearance scheduled in Boulder today. 8 people were injured. The Anti-Defamation League's Jonathan Greenblatt.
We understand these people in their mid-50s to their late 80s, one of whom was a Holocaust survivor. So God willing, they will all recuperate and be okay, although 2 of them, I'm told, are in critical condition.
The Supreme Court will not hear a challenge to Maryland's ban on semi-automatic weapons, at least not yet. It was enacted after the Sandy Hook elementary shootings. Ukraine and Russia agree to exchange thousands of bodies of dead soldiers during a brief round of peace talks, a day after President Zelensky reported Ukrainian drones took out more than a third of Russia's strategic bombers. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer.
Ukraine, which many people predicted would be overrun in a week or 2, is still here, still fighting, and still capable of carrying out an attack.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Experience the best outlet shopping the Imperial Valley has to offer. The Goodwill Outlet Center at 351 Wake Avenue is where shoppers can find merchandise at greatly reduced prices. Auction registration and product viewing takes place from 7:30 to 8 a.m. with the auction at 8. Don't miss the 15 for $27 sale. Available from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pick out 15 pieces of clothing for only $27. The outlet is open Monday through Saturday, 7:30 to 3 p.m. Items include clothing, linens, shoes, and furniture. After the auction, visit our store for a wonderful, sustainable shopping experience. The store is stocked with name brand clothing, electronics, household goods, furniture, home decor, and more. Every purchase and donation support Goodwill's mission to provide training and employment opportunities to individuals facing barriers to work. Inside the store is Goodwill's newest employment center. Career advisors are ready to assist job seekers at no cost. Visit idgoodwill.org to learn more. Goodwill, making good happen.
California headline news. Police responding to a shooting at a home in the Baldwin Park section of Los Angeles met by gunfire. 2 officers hit, one of them killed. Neighbors stunned.
It's crazy. I walked outside and there was all kinds of cop cars flying down the street.
Wounded officer out of the hospital. The suspect in custody. The incident investigated as a double homicide after the body of a man was also found inside the home. Protests outside the state high school track and field championships in Clovis, where A.B. Hernandez, who was transgender, won the event taking part in. There were protests.
Just yesterday, he stole first in girls' long, high, and triple jump. That's not equality. That's not inclusion. This is the erasure of female athletics.
A.B.'s mother issuing a statement saying her child is being attacked for simply being who she is. Parole once again recommended for a former Charles Manson follower. The parole board announcing the recommendation over the weekend for 77-year-old Patricia Krenwinkel among those convicted in the Tate LaBianca murders. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California News headlines presented by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District.
My perfect day has sand, salt water, and friends. But my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can take me out of the moment. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150-milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, most people saw 90% clearer skin, and many were even 100% plaque-free at 4 months. Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin. And that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
And it's page 1 of the local news. Page 1 is service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations to serve you. You'll find one at El Centro Motors, another at the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and the third at the Imperial Valley Mall.
Kxo News. IAD director named to participate in a special panel discussion. IAD will have a voice on a special panel discussion during the American Public Power Association conference. Director Alex Cardenas is the second vice president of the APPA Policymakers Council and is a voting delegate at the conference. Cardenas will participate in the panel discussion, engaging your board in advocacy. The panel will discuss how elected officials guide and represent their utilities and how they can play a larger role in being ambassadors for their communities. Cardenas addressed the association's annual legislative rally in February, urging the U.S. Congress to prioritize federal investments in the nation's power grid. APPA's Policymakers Council is made up of 40 elected individuals and officials from across the nation who advocate for legislative and regulatory priorities in support of public power. And there will be a special event at the DA's office. It's today. It will be unveiling of the DA's new logo and mission statement. It will reflect a renewed commitment to justice, integrity, and community engagement. The unveiling will take place at 4 p.m. today at the District Attorney's Office in El Centro. KXO Local News Time, 7:42.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires guaranteed. Now we're talking Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlop, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. See a Quick Lane service advisor and get the best price guaranteed. Remember, Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and they're conveniently located in the Brawley Auto Center, at the Imperial Valley Mall, at El Centro Motors, and their new mobile service van comes to you with no added charge.
2 Imperial Valley schools were honored as 2025 California Distinguished Schools. State Superintendent of Public Instruction Tony Thurmond recognized Holtville's Pine Elementary School and Ben Holst School in Imperial. The Distinguished Schools program recognizes exceptional schools in 2 categories, those closing the achievement gap and those demonstrating exceptional student performance. The awards ceremony was held Friday in Sacramento. The 2 Imperial Valley schools are among 381 schools recognized statewide. And former El Centro City Councilman Tomas Oliva is running for the state assembly. Oliva took to social media to announce his running, and that he's running for state assembly 36th district. Oliva served on the El Centro City Council from 2018 until his resignation in March of this year. He was field representative for Congressman Raul Ruiz, and Oliva holds a master's degree in public administration from San Diego State University. He ran unsuccessfully for the assembly seat in 2024. The 36th Assembly District encompasses all of Imperial County, as well as parts of Riverside and San Bernardino counties, reaching from the border all the way to Needles. The seat is currently held by Republican Jeff Gonzalez. That's it for page 1 of local news. Page 2 and the weather coming up next.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, 3 locations in the valley, and mobile service vans that come to you. You don't need an appointment at the 3 locations. You do need to call El Centro Motors and schedule an appointment for the mobile service van. The Imperial County Air Pollution Control District delivers real-time information about the quality of the air you breathe. Visit the website at apcd.imperialcounty.org to stay informed about air quality around the valley. The website also includes information for upcoming meetings, programs, and there's access to the dust cams set up around the valley. Visit apcd.imperialcounty.org today. And page 2 of the local news with a side of weather brought to you by Burgers and Beer. They serve the best burgers in town. Daily lunch specials Monday through Friday. Happy hour every day, 3 till 6 p.m.
City of Imperial schedules road work. It started Friday. City says the work will be from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. through June 6th. Work will be on 7th, 10th, and 14th Streets. City officials are asking motorists and residents to plan ahead. Traffic will be temporarily affected during working hours. And Congressman Raul Ruiz sends our governor a letter. Congressman Raul Ruiz is urging the governor to prevent imminent closure of Palo Verde Hospital. The hospital is set to close Friday. Ruiz is asking Governor Newsom to step in immediately with $4 million in emergency support to keep the hospital open. The congressman says the Palo Verde Hospital is the only acute care facility within 100 miles of Blythe. He said shutting down the facility means shutting down emergency care, discharging critically ill patients, and leaving over 18,000 residents without access to life-saving services. Town hall meetings at City of El Centro Community Development. They are hosting a town hall meeting. It'll be held at the old post office pavilion on 5th Street in El Centro. There will be updates on city projects and initiatives. They will also be asking for public input on how they should prioritize investments in the downtown area. They say public input is essential as they plan for improvements, events, public safety, and economic development. Be a part of the conversation that shapes the heart of El Centro. The town hall meeting will be Tuesday, June 10th, starting at 9 a.m. For more information, contact the Community Development Department. And it's here. Graduation season is picking up. it really kicks in this week. June 2nd and 3rd, that's today and tomorrow, it's the Jimmy Cannon Theater, where they're going to be having a workout. Oh, yeah. On today, Imperial Pathways Charter School will hold their graduation ceremony at 10 a.m. in the Jimmy Cannon Theater at Southwest High School. At 2 p.m., Imperial County Office of Education, Valley Academy, will hold their ceremony at the same place. On June 3rd, tomorrow, Mount Signal Virtual Academy will hold their graduation ceremony at the Jimmy Cannon Theater as well, and that'll be at 3 p.m. And at 5 p.m. tomorrow, it'll be at Desert Oasis High School with their graduation ceremony at the Jimmy Cannon Theater as well. KXO local news time 7:48. We'll take a look at weather coming up next.
Hungry for the best burger in town or an ice-cold beer? Did you know that Burgers & Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6? Get drink specials all day like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wine Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. Our June drink specials include White Claw Mango Mule and White Claw Pineapple Mule and Kona Big Waves for only $4.50. Don't miss our June plate special, the Southwest Carne Asada Burrito. Burgers & Beer, proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Open daily starting at 9. Burgers & Beer, for the best burger in town.
According to the National Weather Service, below normal temperatures today will quickly rebound towards normal through the middle of the week and then above normal late in the week. 98 the high yesterday, 70 our overnight low, a trace of precipitation in the valley yesterday. Today will be sunny with a high near 98, light wind becoming southwest about 5 miles an hour this afternoon. Clear tonight with a low around 75, west wind 5 to 10 miles an hour becoming southeast after midnight. Tuesday, sunny with a high near 99, southeast wind about 5 miles an hour. Right now, downtown El Centro, 74 degrees, 82% relative humidity, wind out of the east-southeast at 325 miles an hour. Last we checked, air quality is good throughout the Imperial Valley. Local news, page 2. And the weather, all brought to you by Burgers & Beer. It's the place for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner. Burgers & Beer. Bring the family, meet your friends at Burgers & Beer.
The Imperial Local Agency Formation Commission invites residents of Imperial County to apply for alternative public member seat on the commission. Applications can be found at iclafco.com. Deadline for applications is Monday, June 9th at 5 p.m.
It's sports time, brought to you by the Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation. It's all here. NBA action. Finals. Finally, the finals. The Pacers, the Thunder, they will meet Thursday, June 5th. The finals. WNBA action. Liberty beat up on the Sun, 192. Mercury topped the Sparks, 85-80. Aces, they aced the Storm, 75-70. And the Lynx over the Valkyries, 86-75. Coming up, Major League Baseball. Register now to attend the 2025 Imperial Valley Economic and Energy Summit, taking place June 11th and 12th, 2025 at Imperial Valley College. Join us for 2 days of cutting-edge discussions, dynamic speakers, and powerful panels focused on shaping the future of our region's economy and energy sector. Sponsor opportunities are now available, so act fast before they're gone. These opportunities include discounts, signature beverages, exclusive access, and more. Major League Baseball action, another series, another sweep as the Colorado Rockies continue to make history for all the wrong reasons. The Rockies dropped a game to the Mets, 5-3. That means their losing streak is at 8 games. The Rockies on the year are 9-50. Yeah, not good. Rangers ripped the Cardinals 8-1. Red Sox over the Braves 3-1. Orioles squeaked by the White Sox 3-2. Brewers beat the Phillies 5-2. Blue Jays topped the Athletics 5-4. Guardians over the Angels 4-2. it was the Giants over the Marlins 4-2. Tigers shut out the Royals 1-0. Astros over the Rays 1-0. Cubs beat the Reds 7-3. Mariners slipped by the Twins 2-1. Diamondbacks dumped the Nationals 3-1. Padres came back and beat the Pirates 6-4. And the Yankees beat up on the Dodgers 7-3. In other sports news, the Royals say they're calling up slugger Jack Caglione, one of the top prospects in baseball, less than a year after choosing him with the 6th pick in the draft. In his first full professional season, the 22-year-old Caglione has crushed pitching at AA and AAA. Well, Scotty Scheffler is winning with such alarming regularity that describing his dominance is, it's getting easy. Scheffler won the Memorial on Sunday for the second straight year. And Coco Gauff got off to a terrific start in the French Open third round Saturday, taking 12 of the first 15 points. And then she moved on, but it wasn't easy. Oh, they're playing for Lord Stanley's Cup, the NHL. Yeah, the Panthers and the Oilers, the Stanley Cup Finals Game 1. That is Wednesday. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by the Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation. It's all here. Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley. And right now we're going to take a look at financial news, a brief look at the weather, all brought to you by Southwest Security and Southwest Postal Service, the only postal box service offering 24-hour-a-day, 365 days a year service. Southwest Postal is at 4th and Heil in El Centro. Stocks in Europe opened lower. The region's benchmark Stocks Europe 600 index was down 0.4% early on trading. Germany's DAX and France's CAC also fell. U.S. futures also in the red early and still in the red. And it all has to do with what's happening at the White House with tariffs. The president claimed that China had violated a trade truce agreed with the U.S. last month that saw both sides drastically roll back tariffs on each other's goods. And then he doubled the tariffs on Chinese imports. For some small businesses, these past weeks have brought even more twists and turns to the chaotic tariff jumps. The situation already confusing with stops and starts of tariffs at different levels. The confusion has made it challenging for small companies to plan. According to business owners, in certain cases, they've had to consider changing their product strategy, looking into shifting their supply chains, reducing staff hours, or delaying products. Taking a look at the big board right now, we see red. The Dow off 160 points at 42,112. The S&P 500 off 10 points at 59.01, and the NASDAQ basically even. Gold up $85.20 an ounce. Meanwhile, oil up $2.07 a barrel.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in the Imperial Valley and Coachella Valley. The mission has always been to protect your property, whether it's your home, business, or construction site. Your satisfaction is their number 1 priority. Make that phone call today to protect your property by calling Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 760-970-4500. And don't forget about Southwest Postal, your one-stop shipping center. Plus, they offer you 24-hour mailbox rental located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro.
It will be sunny today with a high near 98. Light wind becoming southwest about 5 miles an hour this afternoon. Tonight clear with a low around 75. West wind 5 to 10 miles an hour becoming southeast after midnight. Tomorrow sunny with a high near 99. Southeast wind about 5 miles an hour. 75 degrees, 81% relative humidity, wind out of the east-southeast at 3 to 5 miles an hour. Air quality remains good. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security and Southwest Postal. Southwest Security is a locally owned company protecting you, your home, your business, your construction site, 24 hours a day, 365 days every year.
It's on. Summer rates at Del Rio Country Club. 18 holes, $45 anytime Monday through Sunday, $30 for 9 holes or twilight after 1 p.m. The course is looking good, so grab your clubs, bring your friends, and enjoy Del Rio. The restaurant is open Wednesday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., serving your lunch favorites, including the Del Rio Burger, and there's always a lunch special. Want to join Del Rio Country Club? They offer 2 different memberships. And for your next special event, let Del Rio Country Club host it, from weddings, business meetings, and reception. For more information, call Del Rio, 760-344-0085. That's 344-0085.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO, local news source.
CBS News next, brought to you by the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by T-Mobile Business Advantage.
I'm Steve Kathan. The FBI is leading the investigation into the attack on people in Boulder, Colorado yesterday by a man who shouted "Free Palestine" and used a makeshift flamethrower at an event for Israeli hostages. CBS's Ashley Portillo.
The FBI is investigating this as an act of terrorism. We're also learning, too, the suspect will be in court later this afternoon. He is facing multiple felony charges. As for the victims, though, 8 victims total, many of them taken to local hospitals. We are learning some of those victims now in critical condition.
Homeland Security says the suspect is an Egyptian national who is in the country illegally. A divided Supreme Court is declining to hear a challenge to state bans on assault weapons. The justices today turned down a case against a 10-year-old Maryland law that's similar to those in other states. A former Trump loyalist who was one of the 1,500 Capitol attack figures pardoned by President Trump is now fighting to turn it down or block it. CBS's Scott McFarland.
This is the case of Pamela Hemphill, who was accused of unlawful parading, a lower-level case, a misdemeanor. She served a brief prison sentence and faced 3 years of probation. Pamela Hemphill is the only one who has refused the pardon, saying she wouldn't be able to sleep at night. She wouldn't be right with God if she accepted the pardon, because she says she knows what she did, and she knows what others did, and that others should be similarly situated, and refuse and reject the pardon issued by President Trump.
Well, this week, the Senate begins to take up President Trump's budget bill. Politico reporter Mia McCarthy says it faces some Republican resistance.
He's not as much of a surprise, but there are a few others that they're going to need to get on board. People like Mike Lee and Rick Scott, who have pushed for further spending, aren't outright no's right now. And then there's also plenty of moderates who are concerned about some of the Medicaid provisions.
The preferred candidate of President Trump has won the presidential election in Poland, as we hear from CBS's Elaine Cobb.
Conservative Karol Nawrocki has won Poland's presidential election by less than 1 percentage point.
Half of Poland will be cheering his presidency, whereas the other half remains deeply worried.
Nawrodzki is opposed to deepening European cooperation, and he is opposed to allowing Ukraine into NATO.
A day after Ukraine says it destroyed or damaged a third of Russia's strategic bombers in drone attacks, the two countries have agreed to swap 6,000 bodies of soldiers killed in action. Checking Wall Street, in the early going today, the Dow is down 150. This is CBS News.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. Get the savings you want on America's largest 5G network. Visit T-Mobile.com/choice55 and start saving today.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. 2 lines of unlimited for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings compared to Verizon and AT&T. But don't just take our word for it.
It's not just the savings that are great with our T-Mobile plan. There's all this value from all these other things that T-Mobile offers.
T-Mobile has been such a savings for us.
We love it.
Switch today and get 2 free 5G phones like the Motorola Edge with Turbo Power Charge that gives you power for the day in just 15 minutes. And customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for only $30 a line. Go to T-Mobile.com/55 to learn more. It's 24 monthly bill credits and 2 new lines with autopay for well-qualified customers plus taxes, fees, and $35 per line connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. See details at T-Mobile.com. Motorola Edge requires 68-watt charger. Chargers sold separately. Actual performance will vary based on usage and configuration.
A beloved actor has died.
She played the tough but beloved Mexican grandma in the Pixar movie Coco.
Oh, you're a twig, mijo. Have some more.
And a housekeeper on the TV series Weeds.
And for you, wipe your hands.
Actress Renee Victor has died at the age of 86. She was born in San Antonio, Texas, and moved to L.A. in the 1960s to become a singer. She and her husband performed as the Latin Sonny and Cher before Victor made her acting debut in 1983 in the soap opera Hotel. A rep says Victor was suffering from lymphoma. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Israeli soldiers have stopped reporters from entering villages in the West Bank on a planned tour organized by the directors of the Oscar-winning movie No Other Land. The directors of the film, which focuses on Israeli settler attacks on Palestinians in the West Bank, had hoped to interview residents. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
My name is Josephine Conway, and I'm an Imperial Valley Food Bank board member. When locals need help feeding themselves and their families, they turn to the Imperial Valley Food Bank. As the main distribution center of donated food in Imperial County, we store, rescue, and purchase food in bulk to serve 25,000 people each month at over 30 locations. Help fight hunger and food insecurity in the Imperial Valley by donating online at www.ivyfoodbank.org.
CBS News presented by the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991. Become a hunger warrior. Contact the Imperial County Food Bank.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
I always have my music on.
With Carol Buckley.
I can't go a day without it.